Yeah. With his sandals and socks on. Yeah.
Exactly.
100%. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He also walks with one of those decathlon walking canes as well, because he's done his knee in, but doesn't want to look old by using a wooden one.
Oh, God. Mate, great beer choices today. Very impressed. I think, to be honest, I think our beer choices this season may have been hampered by lockdown and by our current state of affairs. So it's been good that you've managed to go outside of the box and revive it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's... I'll hold my hand up. They've all been supermarket purchases from different supermarkets, but I've not had anything super niche. And I think next series, I'd love people to text in. What is it, 2004? So, I mean, message us and like give us some, let us know, like, what beers have you had? You know, just anything. You don't have to send us one for free. Just tell us. We'll go out and buy it. Like, if you've had something that's good, I'd love to give some stuff a try. There's a couple of shops. There's one in Wimbledon, actually, that's just opened a beer shop. It looks dangerously American. Everything's very colourful. You know, I walked by and I thought, God, all those beers are going to taste the same. But I'm going to go in there and I'm going to speak to the guy and have a bit of a chat and tell him my dissatisfaction with the the style of flavouring that's often coming out of these crafts, and see if he's got anything interesting. So perhaps we could try some weird and wonderful stuff next time. Interesting, yeah. Sounds great. I don't think I've got anything near me that's specialised at all, really, so that would be cool if there's something in that. Well, just said where you live. That's fine. I'll cut it out. We'll cut it out. Cut this out. Cut that out, just so you don't forget, in case you miss it. Okay, we'll carry on from now. Sometimes I feel like I need to put a really obvious thing, like, are you listening? Are you listening? Yeah. Make sure you cut Adam, that. Stop washing up. Stop washing up. Listen. Not for you, but for me as well. Yeah. But it's just because you can go on autopilot and you can go after 5 minutes, you're like, yeah. You can actually hear a single thing that's just been said. I'm sure it's fine. I'm definitely leaving this in. Yeah, oh God. I'll just bleep the word. Sorry. Great. All right, here we go. Cool. Shall we continue with our main topic of today's discussion? Yeah. Do you want to just open this up? Because it was your idea, so. Yeah, the main course for today, ladies and gentlemen. We thought we might have a little talk. I mean, it's season finale, right? And as we all know, season finales get a bit emotional. Hard-hitting. They're the ones everybody remembers. Yeah. So they're not going to remember this. So what I thought we'd talk about, because, I don't know, some people have told me that they quite enjoy the lists that we've been doing. Some fun stuff's come up. So I thought tonight we perhaps might talk about the situation that occurs if your house is on fire. Right, your house is on fire. What are you grabbing? What are the 3 items in your house that you are going to take with you if everything else gets lost, everything else gets burnt down? So, you know, you don't have to get too emotional, but, you know, if you want to demonstrate the sensitive side of the pod, feel free. My goal is to make someone cry. That's my goal. Yeah. So we need to lay some ground rules. Sure. Before. So I assume that living beings are not included within this list. Correct, yeah. Assuming no animals were harmed in the making of this podcast. Everyone got out alive. Yeah. Or they're too far gone. It's like there's nothing you can do for them anymore. Exactly, yeah. At least there's no difficult choices involved. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We can leave her. She's long gone. She's trapped behind a burning wall. Like, there's nothing you can do. You just save what you can. Even John Wick would not be able to save her. Yeah. Don't risk yourself for others, guys. Yeah. That's the message we really want to send. Okay, Jesus. Anyway, okay. So no living people. Yeah, they're all. Was that? I think that's the only ground rule. No, that's it. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it got to be sort of items, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. And items that you currently own as well. Sure. Not the Ferrari, the Picassos, the Krugerrands, everything else that I'm storing in the garage. Yeah.
Funny story, my dad was like, he was so tempted to add a few Krugerrands on when we got robbed. He was like, come on, let me tell him about the Picassos. Come on. I was like, they'll not believe you. Oh, it's like, okay, I'll just tell the truth then.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. Okay, so I'll go first then, if that's cool.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm actually quite lucky because the vast majority of my musical equipment is actually in a storage unit away from the house.
Nice.
So I don't have to think about that. That's done, because that would be on my mind, because that's a good chunk of. In fact, the most expensive things I own are my music, is my drums and my gear.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about that, which is good. So the only thing. Sorry, one of the few things. Christ, I've said I'm going to go first, and I've instantly forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got it. These mean a lot to me. This list.
So just wipe away the tears.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll remember
emotional. Yeah. So what's important during an emergency? Being prepared on the other side of it, because you don't know what's going to happen. You're in the middle of a fire. You need to get out of the house.
True.
You don't know what's then going to happen. So it's important to take
underpants,
solid footwear.
Yes. Yeah.
With you
solid footwear
from where you go. And avid listeners will know that I made a purchase before this last lockdown. Really good idea. Spend lots of money on something. My Red Wing boots, man, they're coming on. And I just don't want people to think I'm too vapid or but I really don't have a huge amount of sentimental stuff in the house, so just bear that in mind going forward with this list. So anyway, Red Wing boots, they're going on before I run out.
Nice.
So this is the preparation. I'm getting my boots on in order to then grab my other more important stuff to take with me.
Yep.
Boots
nice.
are on.
Fantastic. So doesn't it take you 4 minutes to do up the laces? It's like 17 eyelets or something up the side.
That's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's worth it. It's worth 4 minutes.
Yeah. When I'm running through the burning ashes of my house to grab my other stuff, that extra thick layer of leather will come in handy.
Yeah, as Kurt Russell, dressed as a fireman, is screaming to you, get out now, now's the chance, get out. You're like, wait, not done them up.
Double knots, thank you very much.
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that's a good shout, actually. Yeah. If I had a fourth, boots. I'd chuck my RM Williams on there as well. Yeah, for sure. They're just like a lifelong thing. Don't they feel just so snug? Yeah. So brilliant. Fantastic. Big tick.
Yeah.
Okay, my first one. What order do I want to do these in? My first one is going to be, first one's the easiest. Okay? Because I wear it every single day. It is never off. And it's my ring.
Ah, right. Of course.
I'm sort of assuming that we're butt naked.
Okay.
Right, so we have nothing. So you're butt naked with the Red Wings.
That's an image. That is
nice.
Good.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. It's all right. The fireman will give you one of those silver blankets. You'll be fine on top. But the feet, they never give you Red Wings, do they? When you're sitting at the back of an ambulance. With soot on your face, they don't give you boots. So good shout. So this is a ring. This is one of these little gold pinky rings that most people think instantly makes me a knobhead. It's all right. I don't need one of these to make me a knobhead. I was born a knobhead. All right. So this doesn't mean that. So I've got one of these gold pinky rings, but in fact, my mum bought all the blokes in the family one of these when we got burgled many years ago now, with the insurance money, because she got sentimental stuff stolen that she couldn't replace. So she thought, well, no point trying to replace it. So she bought us all these gold rings, right? So it's sort of a family thing. They mean a lot to me. It was a gift from my mum. Almost never take it off, basically. Almost never. Unless I'm kneading dough or something. I don't want muck to get in it or something. But
so you're sleeping in this?
Sleeping in it, yeah. The thing is, I made a choice that I was just going to leave it on the whole time when I first got it. And it is one of those things that you just literally you forget it's there. Shower with it, sleep with it, absolutely everything. So yeah, bit of family sentimental stuff. I think it looks cool. Yeah, and it's easy to grab if the house is on fire because it's already on the finger. So
great shout.
Pick number 1.
Great, yeah. No, that's really cool that you've got something like that. Actually, yeah. Rethinking my choices somewhat, but that's fine. No, that's a much better choice than boots.
Genuinely thinking that you need to add underpants to the list now.
Yeah, well, yeah, at least one layer around the jewels. Anyway, okay, cool, really good. Okay, so that I think I just want to comment on that really because I think it's really cool that you've got like a family thing because it's you, it's your brother, it's your dad. You've all got this same. It's not identical because you've got your own initials on, haven't you? Obviously, or is it?
It's the surname initial. Yeah,
surname initial.
So it is all the same. Yeah, just different sizes.
Great. I think that's so cool. I think that's really, really cool. Such a sick move on your mum's part just to give that to you guys, and it's like an heirloom now.
Well, yeah. God, I haven't thought about that.
Your surname's not changing. If you have kids, again, we talked twice now, Jesus. But if you do ever end up having a kid, and it's a guy or a girl who maybe would want to wear it. Actually, fair enough.
Yeah, it's more popular nowadays.
That's something to pass down. It's that's huge. That's such a gift to be given. Like like you say, it's like a family. It's like there's 3 of these in the world.
Yeah,
and like some of the closest people to you have shared it. I think that's really cool. Very, very cool. I'm stealing that idea.
Go for it.
Okay,
maybe,
cool.
Maybe we should get maybe we should get Blokes podcast rings, like Super Bowl rings, big, like gaudy, diamond, like massive. We can get them designed. Oh, this is the thing. Anyone who comes on the podcast, well, we're not going to give them away free because they're very, very expensive. But if you want one, you can get
for
one.
Sure. We'll only do a small markup on it. I'm thinking one that like they connect. So when we like fist bump, they become one thing. Become one.
Perhaps they can lock together, like something like
that. Jesus. Oh Lord, that's a great idea. Write it down. Put it on the list of things we'll never do. All right. Okay. So my number 2 is again not particularly sentimental, but yeah. So hopefully you don't hate me too much. But it's going to be my prized bottle of whiskey.
Oh yes, nice.
Which I think I've mentioned at least once before on the podcast, but I'll just briefly remind people of what it is. It's the Dalmore King Alexander III bottling. But specifically, it's the bottling that was distilled in 92, which is the year I was born.
Ah, yes.
And it was bottled. So it was distilled in 92, then aged until it was about, I think, 19 years old, and then it was bottled. I got it when I was about 21, so it's obviously the ages aren't perfect, but the liquid in this bottle is the exact same age as I am, basically.
Amazing.
Within a few months, which I think is so cool. More than that, it's signed by the master blender. So there's this guy, Richard Patterson, who blends one of our favourite malts, one of our favourite blends, White and Mackay.
Yeah.
And he also works for Dalmore. He does a lot of Diageo whiskies, and they've basically blended a load of their single malt to make this one. And I've never tasted it. I can't afford to taste it, man. If you buy this, a bottle probably costs like 250 quid, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was extremely lucky to be having in basically with Diageo through a family member, and they managed to get a bottle cheap and get him to sign it. So this thing's a cornerstone of my like whiskey collection, and I always said that I would never buy a bottle of whiskey or have a bottle of whiskey that I wouldn't drink. And I said, you know what? When my brother gets married, I'm going to open this bottle on his stag do, and I'm going to share it around, and we're all going to sit down in like a quiet, and we're going to reflect, and we're going to drink this beautiful bottle of scotch. His second child is on the way in April, and they got married a long time ago, so that didn't happen. I couldn't bring myself to it, but yeah, I did get another bottle, which was nice, but just not. Actually, couldn't do it.
I mean, to be fair though, on a stag, like unless you're opening it like right at the start, it's going to be wasted. Right,
mate. With that stag, it would have been wasted any time. They're a bunch of great guys, but that bottle would have been gone in 5 minutes. It would have been absolutely demolished. So I made the right call, I think.
Nice. Yeah.
I will open it one day, but it's going to be a bloody special occasion when it happens.
Sweet. What you think?